Hello everybody, this is attempt 2 at this intro. Today is a special video dedicated to Luka. No, he's not dead, unfortunately. He's actually right here.
Hello guys.
On the
It is
29th, because most likely this video will be uploaded on the 27th of July 2025. Luka will be going to Bootcamp on July 29th. He will be there for 3 months, so he should be back when? Maybe October?
Around November.
November?
Maybe late October at best.
Yeah.
13 weeks.
Yep.
From July 29th.
So we're playing some Minecraft, because that's what he wanted to do. But yeah, no, his birthday is the 27th, so I would like to wish Luka a happy early birthday, because as I am recording this, it is not the 27th, it's actually the 25th. But this video
and we'll
shouldn't
probably
be
go
up.
into the 26th.
Yeah, this video shouldn't be up until the 27th for his birthday. So of course, happy birthday, Luka.
Thank you very much, Christopher.
And good luck with Bootcamp. I have to say that. Farewell, good luck. Hope you...
God knows my dog ass is gonna need it, right?
Yeah.
But now for the real reason this video. We're gonna go over the origins, kinda as like a memento mori, as to how I first got involved with this group chat.
Yeah.
God knows it was the worst decision I've ever made, but still.
Yeah.
It's had a bunch of fun things, I've met great people, and it all started one day back whenever I was, I think I was 13 whenever we first met.
It was during quarantine, I believe.
It was during COVID's quarantine, or like directly after the quarantine. I remember that much at least. And if everybody in the chat remembers Alkaline, I'm not gonna name drop his real name. I'll call him Alkaline. Everybody knows and remembers him all too well. I actually met him first realistically in a game of TF2 on 2Fort. I was using voice chat, me and him were playing, and we didn't realize it at the time, but we would also run into each other 2 other times. On another match of 2Fort with Christopher joining Alkaline that time, and the third time, which whenever we realized it, they added me on Steam, and they're actually a big part as to why I know what Discord is. Because before that, I didn't know what Discord was, really. I didn't have anybody that used it, and it's helped me connect to some really cool people and stuff like that. We met on, I think it was Roddenberg, Man vs. Machines, Man Up. And everybody in the lobby left, and then it was just us 3, and then we were like, wait a minute. We've ran into each other before. You're the same guys that did the blah blah blah.
When I first met you, though, no, you know it's funny. When I first met, not to cut you off, when I first met you, I was playing a Team Fortress. I was playing on Team Fortress 2, and it was a Halloween map. It was a payload. I don't remember why. I think you said in the name Rottenborough. It was like there was a cauldron or something, and it was a Halloween themed map. So it must have been sometime in October, maybe November.
But I think that was... No, I don't remember that personally, but I know that whenever we added you...
profile picture at the
Did
time.
I?
Yeah, I remember. That was when I met you.
Huh.
That's when Alkaline introduced me to you, and he said, oh, hey, remember me?
Well, the first time I remember... I remember one day I texted Alkaline on Steam, and I was like, hey, you want to do a video call? Because I used to use Steam video calls for... talking to people, as stupid as that sounds, right? That used to be how I would talk to my friends and play games with them, or I would just call them on the phone. And I was like, hey, let's get on a Steam video call. He said, oh, I'm actually on a Discord call right now. I was like, what's Discord? He explained it all, helped me make my account, a few hacks, and, you know, Discord bans later, and I am on my 3rd account now. Fun stuff, right? Always fun. And Alkaline helped me make it. He helped me make my first account. On that first account, I got added to the group chat with Christopher, Back then, it was, I believe, Christopher, Mason, Zane, Joe, a whole bunch of people that aren't in the group anymore. Really.
Yeah, well, Zane was never really in the group. Zane, I don't really.
By technicality, he was.
I don't think you've ever met Zane when you were added in the group. Not legitimately. You met Zane in a Minecraft server that Mason and me and everyone else was playing at the time. That's when you met Zane.
Yeah.
But you never met Zane in the group. Because he was never really a part of it. He was a part of the name decision. Because he happened to be in a call at the time. But
he was a technical member. Like, technically, I guess, but
I wouldn't.
We count him? No. Now the group, these years later, has been reduced to really the main members of the group. Like, I'm not gonna say there aren't members
from the beginning, except for like maybe one or two people.
Main members is what I'm talking about. Like people that are consistently online.
Oh yeah.
So like me, you, Alkaline, Dan, and Alkaline and Dan are a stretch sometimes.
Yeah. Mason, because he pretty much was the reason why I even started a YouTube. Well, I started a YouTube channel, or really an account. I didn't really start a channel. I started an account, and it used to be named Big Chungus. Again, I'll go back into the origins of my account and channel for when we ever do the podcast, if our channels grow big enough for that.
Yeah.
What the hell is that? Oh, it's a squid dragon.
Squid Games.
No, but I started an account, but the reason why I started a channel on my account, which used to be at the time, it was me and Mason, and Joe was going to be like this guest star. I remember we were playing Minecraft and we were talking about, hey, maybe we should add guests to the channel, you know, add so-and-so. And Joe was like, hey, I could be like a guest on the show. But the whole reason why I really started my channel was because it was just me and Mason, and again, at the time it was called Gaming with the Morons.
Yeah, I remember that series, wasn't it a series?
Yeah. Well, no, it wasn't a series. That was the name of my channel. And it was Morons Play This, Morons Play Minecraft Death Swap. Every time we die, we swap versions. Or if we beat the game or die, we swap to a newer version. I think that's the whole point of it.
Dang.
And we
Let's
only
get a
got
house
one video.
going.
But most of my videos on my original channel, which is now Radical Steve 96, which again was the Gaming with the Morons show. This is my second account, but my original has most of its videos deleted. Mainly because they're really bad. Not because of YouTube, but because I do not like them. Except for the first ever video. The first ever video, the Dookie Players Play CSGO.
How do I...
Where it was me and Mason.
Wait a minute, I just switched... How the fuck did I do that? How do you switch desktop screens?
What kind of trash-ass build is this?
Just a starter house for tonight.
But yeah, no, obviously, by the end of this video, you'll see or hear a bunch of clips of as many people as I could possibly get to participate in this, saying good luck and farewell to Luka when he's going to Bootcamp. So, that's nice, too. I even got a speech from Sus, which has not been on the channel. Yeah, he has
that's
he had a
cool.
little speech.
That's nice.
That's why I was asking those questions.
Yeah, no, it's all good. Get in real quick so that mobs don't maul us to death. Sorry about the shit shack.
Now we call it the Elbow Fab Shack.
Here. Set your bed spawn point, I mean. But no. But after we met, we started playing games and all, and now it got to this. The main group members are like me and Chris, sometimes Alkaline and Dan. And then group members in general now is me, Chris, Alkaline, Dan, Mason, and Sus. Or Cranberry. He used to go by Cranberry in these past times. And I'll put this on my channel too, because I'm making a video on my going away as well. lessons that I've learned, stuff like that. In general, one thing that I have been so absent from is because not many people know this unless you do know me in person or watch, like, stalk me, I guess, right? But
Yeah. Oh, you'd be lucky if you even get
in real life, I am not, like, I'm not a very, like, how do I put this? I'm fat in a sense. Like, I'm not I'm not fat by fat means, right?
Jeez.
But I'm not traditionally, like, weighted. Like,
Yeah.
my weight is I'm bigger. I'm a bigger type of person.
A little chubby, but you're not fat.
Like 5'7" and was 220 pounds before I started my journey with the Marine Corps, right?
The transition.
Yeah, really. No, it really was a transition. No problem. But that's why I've been so absent on YouTube. I've had a goal and stuff. And I guess I should probably get into, you know, my choices on joining stuff. In school, I was always like, I was either the quiet kid, but everybody was either too afraid to say shit about me to my face. People would spread rumors about me being a school shooter and shit.
Really?
In high school, yes.
I know there was
Even
other rumors.
like
I'm not gonna get into
even
them.
6th grade. Well, there's a lot of rumors about me at my school. A lot of them were just people not liking the fact that I say what I want to say.
Yeah.
And if you don't like that, okay, go somewhere else. I'm not gonna stop talking about what I want to talk about just because you can't handle a little bit of what I have to say. And I do understand the point of, you know, there's truth and then there's too far, like, shit that people don't need to be hearing just because,
Yeah.
right? But I always knew to maintain a fine line across that, which is important. But yeah, no, in high school and even 6th grade, like 6th grade I was bullied, shit like that. High school, I was alienated, nobody really talked to me and was friends with me and shit like that.
Yeah.
And really, I didn't start making good friends until I got a job at the Piggly Wiggly. I reconnected with some of my old friends there and met some amazing people. I won't name drop anybody. Well, I will name drop people that I know are okay with name dropping. I met a guy, won't say last name, but his name is Parker, but I'll say his first name, which is Parker. He's a crazy guy, but really fun to hang out with and play games with. Me and him have been playing Terraria, and I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to finish our Calamity mod playthrough.
Yeah, we have. Hey, man, when you come back, if you're still alive,
not just you, but oh, I'll still be alive. Not just you, but Parker. Like, we got to Supreme Calamitous, and then he's on vacation right now, and I'm like, well, shit, when are you gonna get back? Probably next week. Fuck.
Yeah, no. If we decide to do some
Like,
content when you get back, because when you come back,
13
you have
weeks
10
later.
days. You have 10 days, exactly.
10 to 7.
10 to 7, yeah. So if you get back, if you want to spend like just like 10 minutes even just to make one more video, like, oh hey, look who's back.
I think that I know I'm gonna do that probably and describe my experiences with it probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. Through the Piggly Wiggly, I connected to some amazing people. Another one of them being avid Bible enthusiast and preacher Adam Saragusa. He has his own YouTube channel about spreading the word of God.
It's very nice.
I'm a Catholic, but he's not. And
I'll link him in the description.
I'll send you that to link him. Yeah. I'm a Catholic, but he's non-denominational, which means he just believes that if you believe in God, then you're going to heaven. And I have a very similar belief to that, too. I think that so long as you give your life to God, it doesn't matter how you worship Him, you're going to be doing better off than somebody that doesn't even care. Right?
Yeah.
And that's kind of why I support him on his teachings and his preaching and stuff like that. Because he preaches a good word. He preaches God. Amazing person. Actually, right before my going away party last Saturday, him, Parker, and my best friend, or actually now girlfriend, I won't state her name because it was with my girlfriend, and they took me to some milk tea and coffee shop, which was amazing, by the way. That coffee was fucking fantastic. But no, besides the point. That was the first time I'd ever, like, went and hung out with friends. Realistically. Like, I had hung out with people before, yeah. But I'd never hung out with people in the sense of, you know, just spending a day with people that I enjoy being around.
Yeah.
Like, I had never had people that really did that for me and stuff like that. Never had people that would actually try to do that for me.
Yeah.
Which, it was nice for a change, really. But, you know, it's a shame that I didn't get into stuff like that earlier, right? But, you know, all good things have to come to an end eventually.
Hey, at least I try to be there for you sometimes.
Y'all online, like, I feel like if I would have hung out with y'all IRL, we would have been real close friends, probably. But that's something that we'll have to find out later on. My reason for joining. Time for me to get into that. I already said about the bullies and everything, but whenever I was younger, I've never been pushed physically. I've never had physical challenges, mental challenges never really came. I was always a star student, never had to worry about grades without even studying, stuff like that. I was always seen as like a weaker guy, fat, like 220 pounds and 5'7". Obviously not skinny, right? And I wanted to change that, but no matter how much I worked out, I would always fall back into the same habits.
Who brought it up? Because I know originally you didn't think about it. You weren't too sure. Or no, your
The
father.
person that brought it up?
Yeah, who brought it up?
So, the person that brought joining the Marines to my attention, because joining the military as a general was always something that I wanted to do. I just didn't have a choice as which branch I would want.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I was,
But one of my high school friends, he was a grade above me. He kind of had the same background as me. He came to talk on recruiter's assistance at our school one day. Recruiter's assistance is basically where you assist a recruiter. You basically get a few extra days to stay home after basic, and you get to go around and recruit other people for the Marines, which go towards your bonus and stuff like that. And you can help people that don't see an opportunity with their life or don't know what opportunity they need. Like with Chris. Like, the only reason I brought it up to him was because, you know, it's an opportunity, and I know that he hates college, so.
yeah.
Because, I mean, God forbid, if he has to hear one more white girl say, I need a caramel macchiato.
I'm gonna flip some tables and I'm gonna break out the old whip.
The Burger King crown. But he was on recruiter's assistance, which is exactly as it sounds, assisting a recruiter, right? And he was at my school talking to us, and I was interacting with it. They gave me the recruiter. I won't drop his name either because, you know, privacy. They were talking to me. They told me about the opportunity, and I seized the day with the opportunity, really.
I know, if you don't mind me bringing this up, but I know your father didn't believe you were too serious about it until he caught you on the phone with the recruiter, and he knew you were actually serious about it.
Yes.
And I know
So
everybody was a little afraid at first, but they sort of just accepted it over time.
Yes, so my dad, he... Actually, not just my dad, my entire family, realistically. they were heavily against me going into the Marine Corps. My dad, especially, would tell me about how I should go Air Force, Air Force, Air Force. They're the brains of everything. They don't get put on the front lines and shot. And I was like, well, yeah, that's cool, but blah, 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 I want to be a Marine. Because of the whole, never being challenged physically and stuff. Like, yeah, Air Force will still challenge you physically somewhat, but not nearly as much as Marines will. But what I didn't like about the Air Force is it doesn't push you, right? It doesn't teach you to be able to defend yourself and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to say I joined the Marines to become a killing machine, right? Because that's not the only reason, but I did join so I could learn self-defense. I want to be able to, if need be, protect the people that I love in my life. And Marines can teach you that.
Reasonable reason.
My reason is not murder, don't worry, guys. But, my dad said, let's go try talking to the other branches first, and I said, okay, we can go talk to the other branches, just not Army. He said, why not Army? I said, Army is like Marines, except they're just not willing to do as much physically. He said, that's insulting, kinda. You know that, right? I said, yes, I know that. But that's why it exists. It's the brunt force, it's the biggest branch, but it's also the branch that, yeah, it's physical, but not nearly as physical as the toughest branches. And respect to all the people that do serve in the military. It's a great thing. But I just, like, if I'm going into the Army where I can have my job basically be filling sandbags even though I'm technically a mechanic, I would rather go into the Marines where, okay, I'm still filling sandbags, but at least I pushed myself to the limit physically. And so,
it's pretty astonishing to come home with that kind of title. It must feel great.
Yeah. Oh, it more than likely does. I mean, I'll be able to tell you for sure a few months later. But no. So after that day at school, whenever the recruiter came and talked to us, he called me while I was at home, and I was like, "Hey, I'm about to go to work. How can I help you, sir?" And me and him were talking. He was running some basic, Adderall, stuff like that. He said I qualified in every way except for my Adderall, depending on when I took it last. And I was like, oh, okay, that's great. And so, we started, I didn't start going to PTs immediately after that. I needed to work on myself physically first, because the first PT I'd ever went to was terrible. Like, don't get me wrong. It felt great afterwards, but I didn't go back for a while just because I was pushed to my absolute limit and I wasn't used to it.
Yeah.
But it was a great thing for me overall. And I think that's what really kind of set the stage for it. It was like, okay, Luka, you wanna do this, right? But you don't wanna try your hardest, in a sense. And it's like, yeah, I guess so, right? But that's not gonna cut it. You gotta try harder for that shit. And so that's why I told my dad not the Army. There is one deep reason, but I'm not gonna share that exactly. Long story short, I made a promise to a friend. To protect people, and that kind of manifested like this. That's the safe to keep in version, basically.
I mean, heck, if there's a girl you like, you kind of feel like you need to do it. You said, yeah. I'm joining Bootcamp. Not to sound, I hate using this term. I hate using these terms like simp and normie. I hate these terms, but not to sound like a simp, but, if there's a woman you like, and you're joining
It's
the
reasonable
military.
to join something that's going to make you better. Nah, it's not even simping at that point. If there's a girl that you like,
Yeah,
joining the military is probably one of the best options you can have, realistically.
yeah.
Like you wanna be real as fuck for a second. Okay, well let's get real. Military benefits, and I hate to go into it like this, right? But you have money to spend on your kids. You have
Mm-hmm.
money to spend on things that like you go from having like, oh shit, I need to worry about house bill, I need to worry about this, about that, blah 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 blah, to the government pays for my house while I'm on active duty, and even while I'm not, as long as I have the GI Bill, right?
Yeah.
You go to basically being like, oh shit, money, that's not really as much of a problem. You get military discounts
Mm-hmm.
and all types of shit. Like, realistically, it's a good way to lay the foundation, and military families are usually families that stay in the military.
Do you
Like,
plan on
it's
staying
not a bad thing.
for very long?
I plan on trying to stay at least 20 years. So my contract is technically okay. Whenever you join any branch of the military, you do an 8-year contract.
Yeah.
But different jobs in each branch have different year times for active duty. So my contract is 5 years. So I have an 8-year contract, but only 5 of those years are active duty doing my job. The other 3 are reserves unless if I, re-enlist. If I re-enlist, then that 5 years and 8 years starts over.
Yeah.
Until I either retire through there, get honorably discharged, or just don't re-enlist. At which point, I just go back to civilian life as, in as easy of a way as I can. I mean, obviously, you never truly go back to being a civilian after the military, but you guys know what I mean. At least, should know, pretty much. Another reason I decided to join the Marines was to lose weight. I was 220 pounds, felt fat. No matter what I did, I could never lose weight just because my diet was terrible. This has brought me down to about, I'd say I'm 189 pounds. Still off the mark for what I need to be for boot camp. And they are preparing a waiver for me, which I hate to say that they have to prepare a waiver for me to possibly get in, but I have worked my ass off to get to where I am compared to how I started.
Now, for a tough question, what if you
Yeah.
fail? What if you don't get
Fail
it?
what?
What if you somehow fail boot camp? Let's say just something happens and you get kicked out. You gonna try again?
100%. You don't fail until you give up. Unless there's no physical way for you. Like, okay, obviously, if I have to get my leg amputated in boot camp, there's no coming back from that, right?
No, definitely not.
Like, I mean, obviously, there's some soldiers that are in wheelchairs sometimes, I guess, but there's no real coming back from amputated leg in boot camp. Like, they're probably gonna look at you stupid for trying to come back. But if I can physically do it and I wasn't dishonorably discharged, I'm gonna get back up and try again. If I get sick and I have to restart boot camp, get back up and try again. You don't truly lose until you give up.
Or until you die, but...
And as long as you're pushing yourself, then you're fine. And as long as you're giving it your all, you're fine. So long as you, the person giving it your all, knows that you're giving it your all. Because like my recruiter said, or a recruiter said to me, you're the only one that truly knows how hard you're pushing yourself. You're the only one that can truly say, I gave this my all, I'm proud. and I'm happy with the result. And that's an important thing to remember in any part of life, really.
Yep. I believe Alfred, Batman's his butler, I believe it's the Dark Knight trilogy, the Nolan trilogy, said something about if you get knocked down, you get back up again and try again or something. I can't remember what he said, but it was something along the lines of that.
No, I know what you mean. And that's pretty much the same philosophy.
Yep, you get knocked down.
Don't quit. You quit, then you fail.
If you get knocked down, you get back up again and try again.
Now, granted, some things aren't just get back up if you fail. Like, for instance, do you know what Buds is?
No, what's that?
Buds is the name of the training that the Navy SEALs undergo. And I've talked to a former SEAL that got honorably discharged. He helped me design a workout plan, talked to me with stuff like that. And he was talking about Navy SEAL Bootcamp, and their training is called Buds. If you fail Buds, if you give up, you ring out. There was only 6 people that didn't get injured in his class or fail.
6.
Yeah, and he was one of those 6. Which, that's not an easy thing to be able to say. And if you fail sometimes, they just ring the bell for you. Like, you might not even have a chance to ring the bell yourself if you fail some of the things or courses that they're doing.
Yeah. Definitely much harder.
Buds is meant, and so is any boot camp really, it's meant to break you down and build you back up. And if you can't be broken down and built back up, you will fail.
Now, I didn't plan on this video going this long, so I don't have a list of questions, but...
Oh no, it's fine.
Going back to the group, because again, yeah, we met since quarantine, which is what, 2020? 2021, pretty much? So we've been friends for about, I guess we could say, 4-5 years.
Something of that sort, yeah.
So I think it's safe to say at this point that we're decent friends, right?
Nah, we're actually just like 2 random dudes that met each other on the street dealing fentanyl. No. Yeah, me and Chris are pretty decent friends. I'll say at least. He might seem like an asshole, but he does care under everything.
Yeah, because otherwise I wouldn't have gone through the hassle of getting everybody that I could.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, I got a bed now.
Fantastic. We can actually skip the night now.
But yeah, I guess this probably will be the last video you and I make until after boot camp.
But yeah, nah. This probably will be the last video on your channel that I'm in until that.
Which you actually haven't been in many videos recently. I don't remember the last video you were in.
Probably one of those reconsole videos, right?
No, I never recorded reconsole.
Or, not reconsole, but there was another video that I was in.
The only one I can remember is the T-Mod, but I know you're in more recent videos.
I mean, Buckshot Roulette.
Before that.
Team Fortress 2.
Yeah,
no,
Team
after.
Fortress, I don't remember. I don't remember what video I made, but you were in there.
I'm telling you, dumbass!
No, I mean, recently. I don't know.
Yeah, no. We could figure that out after, if we really wanted to. But, No, like we were saying though, I'm gonna have a little explaining video on my channel. This isn't gonna be, it's not gonna be the same stuff that we talked about here today. Just because of the fact I thought that would be stale, boring, and all types of shit like that.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna try to get on a call with Alkaline later and pretty much just go over what we talked about here, except kind of his perspective of it, as you said.
Yeah, no, and then you could just mend them together if you really want to, or just line them up one after the other.
Well, I'm not sure if I'm going to, like, upload 3 videos. 1 where it's just everyone saying goodbye. 2, this one, and 3, me and Alkaline. I think I'll just combine them all 3 of them, and then the one where everyone's saying bye, I'll just upload that as a separate video as well.
Alright. Let's see. Did you go into a cave nearby?
No, I'm actually back at base.
I see you.
Gotta admit though, this music is pretty good. I wasn't the biggest fan of the newest Minecraft music, but the track that's playing right now, it's pretty emotional. It kind of fits the scene. Although, let's be honest here, I wouldn't be crying if he didn't, kind of disappear. Be throwing a damn party. No, I'm kidding.
We all know you're
Dom
not.
wouldn't. Dom would be throwing a party.
Dom would be having like full-on crab rave, like coffin dance type shit. That's what Dom would be doing.
Yeah.
But no, that I think, I don't know if it'll wrap up this video, but that's realistically everything that I could think about saying right now. I mean, other than the fact of, like, just, updates and stuff that I have. But I'm probably going to save updates and stuff for my video, personally. I don't know when this video specifically is going to be going out. Could be the 27th, could be the 29th.
I'm hoping it's 27th, like I plan on releasing this the 27th. But that
It's alright if it
literally depends on everybody else, if they can give me their clips in time. Because all you have to do, it's really simple. Go on your phone, hit the record button, say a few words, send it to me. You could do it within, all it takes is 10 seconds at most. A minimum of 4 or 5, if even that. I should not have to wait until the 28th or 29th or beyond that for an audio clip of someone saying goodbye, you fat fuck. It does not take that long.
Yeah, no. It really shouldn't, but you know these people in our group chat and everything like to take their sweet ass time.
I guess we all do.
But yeah, no. I'll probably be uploading that video on my channel sometime soon. I don't know when exactly, but Christopher will probably put a link to it or something in one of his videos.
Yeah, no,
if he gets the memo.
Send me a link to that one guy. Put him in.
Oh, I will. But for now, I think that can end off today's video, don't you?
Yeah. But before we leave, just take one good look at the house. I want to plant these seeds though.
Oh man, I just found iron. Let me get back to you. Give me a second to get back to base. Shouldn't take me too long. Actually, I could just jump in that lava right quick, but that wouldn't be very beneficial for getting back to base.
Hey, I got a red bed though.
Oh, nice. I can actually probably turn mine red if I get one of these flowers out here.
Okay. So
Well,
we got ourselves the Hobo Fab Shack. Is this...
God, that's an old one.
Yeah.
That's a goodie.
We got our little farm over there. It's not much, but then again, I didn't even expect to be making a Minecraft video for this. It was just originally just gonna be me, you, maybe Alkaline in a call for like 5 minutes or something. But we ended up turning
Well, at first it was supposed to be me and Alkaline, or just you and Alkaline.
Oh yeah, actually yes, that is true. Originally it was just gonna be me and Alkaline, because we didn't really expect you to be on.
Yeah.
And then it became you, me, and Alkaline, and now it's just you and me. I will still get Alkaline on though. But
Well,
unfortunately
I
it's
can't
not gonna be all
disappoint, can
three
I?
of us.
At least not all together, sadly. But
No.
you do what you gotta do.
But yeah. Last video
I
we're
think that'll
probably
be
gonna
it
be
for
into
this
that.
video. At least for the time being.
Yeah, for now, yes.
Well,
So that'll be all. I'll have all
here's
the other stuff
hoping,
ready. But yeah.
and here's me wishing all you viewers a wonderful day.
And
And thanks for y'all's support over these times.
yeah.
Not only for Chris's channel, but my channel too, if you're watching over there. And yeah.
Okay, just gotta
Just
add
wish
some
me
fake
luck.
tears real quick. No, but seriously, happy early birthday. Good luck at boot camp. Farewell, my friend Luka. Good luck. You're gonna need it.
Hopefully I come back a better man.
Yep.
Have a nice day, audience. Or night, or whenever you're watching this.